Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have to review for you is the Gemmy 2024 8-foot Rudolph Sam the Snowman inflatable. Now, I know it's kind of surprising. I never would have thought I'd be reviewing an inflatable either. I genuinely, or just generally don't collect them because of the fact that they're pretty hard to store for me, as I don't really have the real estate to keep them in a nice climate-controlled area, as well as the yard space really to put them out, just because of the fact that the larger ones take up a lot of room and the smaller ones, in my opinion, aren't tall enough to really fill up the yard nicely. And also with the strings that come out on the sides, with the stakes in the ground, I just feel like they take up too much of a wide area for me. If I had multiple the size of Sam here, I would maybe be lucky, not including going all the way back, maybe get two over here, one or two over here, and barely two where the deer is. So I just generally don't collect them. There are a few that I have that I care about, but like I said, that is pretty rare. One of the ones I have that's brand new in the box is the original 2003 or 4 Sam. That one's brand new, sealed, never been opened. And then I do have an older mid-2000s 8-foot tall Frosty the Snowman, and I really think that that's about it for inflatables that I really care about. I mean, I do have one of the Gemmy pink Easter bunnies holding the big egg, but that thing hasn't gone out, and one of the Gemmy turkeys, but I really don't put them out. The Frosty is pretty much garbage at this point, just because of its age and the fact that it was stored in a shed. The fabric completely wore out, so it's been a really long time since I've bought an inflatable. This one I had to buy, though, because my original Sam, a little bit of a story on this, the original Sam I had back in 2004, I was very young, I was like 2-3 years old. It was pretty windy out, so my parents had unplugged him, and when he landed on the ground, when his whole fabric had landed on the ground, there was a spotlight, just like that one right there, with an old incandescent bulb in it, generated a lot of heat, and it burned multiple holes through the fabric of Sam. So, because my parents had unplugged them together, and it landed directly on the spotlight. So with that being said, obviously it was garbage. There was no repairing it. It had massive holes, probably like 4 or 5 of them, all throughout his body. So we had thrown him away. I was very upset because he's my favorite character from Rudolph, and I couldn't find another one for years. And when I did find them, they were ridiculously priced. Eventually 2020 had rolled around, and I got very lucky. On eBay there was a brand new in-box one being sold for $220, and I ended up offering the guy $120, and for whatever reason he took it. And ever since then I've had him, never opened it. And then 2024 came out. Here we are with this new one that Gemmy had made. Now, it is an exclusive to a company called TisYourSeason, located in Drums, Pennsylvania. It is a very, very small, and I mean very small, family-run business. Pretty much it looks like they work out of a house, but they have some really great stuff on their website, so I highly recommend checking them out. This guy is retailing for $119.99, on sale currently for $99.99. So, I mean, you cannot pass that up. If this guy was in Home Depot or Lowe's or, online anywhere else, he would probably be close to 200, I would see, just because of the fact he's licensed and he is an 8-foot tall character. The only thing I don't like about him is how dim the bulbs are. Now, I know, the older inflatables had the incandescent bulbs in them. Clearly, this one's LED, just it's a soft white. I'm not really a fan of the dim LED bulbs. As you can see, everything out here is very bright and vibrant, and my collection room, my room, and my office all have very bright daylight white light bulbs. So I'm probably going to be changing them in him. I'll keep the originals, of course, but I will be changing that. Now, there are some minor differences, a couple major differences between this one and the old one. Sadly, I cannot put them side by side due to the fact that I won't open the other one. But the differences are the umbrella here. Now I'll get up close and show you that. The umbrella on this one is more filled out and doesn't really have a umbrella type shape to it. It's more of like a cone. And there is no bulb in it, although on the box art it does show a bulb in there showing that it is lit, but there is in fact no C7 bulb in there. The original one was kind of more wrinkly and looked more and resembled more of a closed umbrella, so I do like the older one better for that. But some of the positives on the newer one are the eyes are more open, whereas the old one they were more closed. Now you can't really say that takes away from movie accuracy due to the fact that in the movie his eyes did change position and shape a lot to resemble some facial expression. So between the two, either one is fine. I just prefer the way the eyes look on the new one more. The vest has totally been updated with nice perforations in it to show, stitching right here. And they added the stopwatch, which the old one did not have. I can't remember if the old one had buttons or not. I think it did, but I could be wrong. So this vest is a lot nicer too, in my opinion. And the last and final thing, which is a major key difference, which I'm very fortunate, or we're very fortunate that Gemmy did this. The top hat is now black, whereas the old one, it was the same green fabric as the umbrella here or the vest. So them changing it to black to fit the movie accuracy is great. The mistletoe on there, still the same. I believe there was one on the old one. I don't know if the other one had the gold band around it, like how this one does, but I can assure you that the gold band on the black hat is 100% movie accurate. So he does stand at a nice 8 feet tall. He inflates in seconds. He has a very powerful fan inside of him. It's great. Typical, just standard inflatable fabric. So definitely, if you do decide to pick him up, which I highly recommend, definitely store him in a climate controlled environment, and I wouldn't keep him out for super long, maybe just a couple weeks at max each winter. I'm picking up a second one so that I don't have to worry about his inflatable fabric wearing out over time, so I'm going to keep one brand new in the box and have this one to display. So I am just so happy that I was able to get another one to put in my display. And this is the first year I've ever done a Christmas display here, which I did upload a video, so if you want to go check that out. It's a very minor, small thing. My father set up most of it for me. I just told him where I wanted stuff placed. But next year there will be a lot more thought put into it and a lot more stuff going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Really quick, I'll just go around the back and give you a full walk around of him. Now, one other thing to mention of him, as you know, most of you watching would be interested in the inflatables and would know about all of this already. The stakes that they come with are just straight stakes that go directly into the ground. I did end up swapping them out for, I'll show you really quick, the spiral stakes. Those ones right there. So I twisted them into the ground, so it gave it a little bit more of a better bite. This way, with the high winds that we've been getting lately, it doesn't move around anywhere. So those stakes are still brand new in the packaging. And yeah, it was pretty much the only thing I did differently other than the normal setup. Very, very straightforward. It's just like any other inflatable that Gemmy has ever, come out with and created. But yeah, I was definitely very impressed with the TisYourSeason store, which I don't know too much about the company. I think they were established in 2016. But I was very pleased to see that, they got a new collaboration with Gemmy to have this made. Now, I'm not sure if they wanted the collaboration to have it made or however it went, but, they're the only ones selling it, so that's what I would assume. But anyway, guys, that's really all I have to say about this particular model. If there's anything you'd like to add in the comments, let me know. And if you happen to pick one up, let me know as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.